And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On the move, it's Whitaker. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Just a little off. Incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Let's go! And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They went 3-and-out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff to the fullback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He'll take it himself. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking downfield on first down. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And here comes the offense on second down. On the option. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. DB's right up on the receivers. To the ground, he's got it again. Fighting off the defender. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Fullback's got it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Unloads quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Overton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. from the gun, the ground game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Tar Heel. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Red pass, it's complete. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
We'll send the tight end in motion. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. This quarterback part of their running game. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He slings it deep to the left. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Dobbs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time, and he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
TCU 10.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Whitaker. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when.
Makes the grab.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And that one will give them the lead.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Rides the back. He'll take it himself. At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quick release on the RPO.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Horned Frogs need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turning it on! And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Tar Heels in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. 3:25. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Horned Frogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They want to run this quarterback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, TCU! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5.
North Carolina, 28. TCU, 23.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Overton. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's...
Breaks into the open. The 40. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
On target over the middle. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. This guy is doing work on the outside and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. You could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Overton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Got the first down and more. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, North Carolina. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Hicks. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged in the middle, it's Hicks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Whitaker. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw it. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. They're trailing by 10 to LSU.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Rides to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying to beat him to the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Making side adjustments here. Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. These corners going to give them some space. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. Here's a throw downfield late. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Looking for more room. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it.